You are listening to the Park Flyer Podcast, where we discuss our RC adventures.
Welcome to the Park Flyer Podcast, where we discuss the ups and downs of the new RC Flyer. Join your hosts, Michael and Jay, as they take flight at the park. Now on with the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Park Flyer Podcast. I'm Michael from Arizona, and with me always, my good friends,
Jay from the hills of Texas.
And AK Mike in Texas.
except we're not in Texas.
That's right.
No.
We're in Arizona.
No.
Actually, we're at the Arizona Electric Festival 2021. COVID has descended upon us, and we're taking all precautions. But here we are, and we're excited about it. Looks like a good turnout. Some beautiful weather. I'm in shorts and a T-shirt, as always, and you guys are bundled up.
Well,
As
some
always.
of us don't have good judgment, and
Well,
some
know.
of us do.
Well, so let's see. Jay came in early, and we kind of fiddled around and got everything ready. And then Mike showed up, and he's wearing his gloves. And
Yeah.
evidently in Dallas, it's pretty cold.
And his thermals.
It's in.
And his thermals.
It's no, I'm not. I'm not wearing my thermals.
Oh,
Oh, you
not?
took those off.
no, I
earlier.
took those earlier because
Wow.
I thought it was going to get warmer. I was wrong, but I'm
And there
okay.
you have it.
No, I'm wearing the gloves in support of my fellow Texans at home. You know, dealing with the
that's right.
snow and the ice and the
Yeah.
nonsense that's going on there. And I'm saying,
right.
you know, thank God
they're
I'm
like
here.
they're seeing a little bit of ice on the road, and they're doing the turtle,
That's crazy.
going, "Oh my gosh!"
Well, we were technically, security last night, and we kind of showed up early. We got all set up. We brought the motorhome in. We got all of our ducks in a row. We brought all of our good stuff, and it.
No, we
just hap-
didn't.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, folks, you got to understand, this guy's homeless. No, like normally, how this normally works, Mike is our sponsor.
That's
When we
right.
all come here, we kind of
Our host.
our host sponsor. You know, he his
Sponsor
wife
is
is
a host.
his wife is gracious enough to give her kitchen over to us so that we could put all our airplanes and repair things and put glue on the counter. And so she got a little tired of it and sold the home. So now we have a place to actually do that this year.
Yeah, well, I don't know if she got tired of it.
So unfortunately, Mike has all of his stuff in storage.
Yeah, I do.
And so when I got in, one of the things that we did was we loaded up the trailer with his stuff. Of course, we brought the wrong stuff.
Well, it looked good when I grabbed it, but
I like your stack-on system,
I do.
but there should be labels on the outside.
I know they should.
Jets only.
Yeah, yeah, electric only, right?
Yeah.
We would have brought the right ones.
I know it.
I mean,
We wound up bringing most of my jet turbine stuff instead of the electric stuff. And sure enough, when we got here, after we got all set up, I'm like, oh, man, we forgot all that stuff. So we brought some good stuff. We brought some bad stuff. We brought some airplanes to sell. We've already actually sold one or two, or one, I guess.
One
right now.
but don't be embarrassed, Mike, really. I mean, because it hardly pales in comparison to the way that I forgot, again, the elevator for my night walrus.
So, yeah, Mike showed up, and you have that big travel bag that we've talked about. It's a golf bag, and you brought your night walrus to fly at night. And for the
Ridiculous.
second year in a row,
Ridiculous.
you forgot
You're
the
very
elevator.
consistent.
But,
It is. You are
but
very
because we're
consistent.
Park Flyer enthusiasts,
That's
we
right.
believe that we can make an elevator out of foam.
And
I do believe.
And
Yes.
and that it won't change the flight characteristics too much.
I never said that. I believe
so
we can
that
make
it won't
one,
be
but I'm
so
not gonna
tail
say-
heavy that
Yeah,
I think
I
it'll be
think
fine.
it'll
It'll be
be fine.
fine. It'll be
It'll be all
fine.
right.
it will
If
fly.
not,
It will fly.
I'll just make it my combat plane, and
Yeah.
I'll enter it in the combat.
Now that would be awesome. A
combat
walrus
plane.
A night walrus
combat
and a
plane.
combat
Oh my
plane.
That would
gosh.
be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's
Well,
my
this-
my
yeah.
current plan.
No, well, that's a good plan. You know, the combat and the walrus. The good news is you'd be slow enough to catch some of those, slow sticks or whatever.
It'd be a lot of upward shots with
Yes.
just float straight back
There you
down
go.
kind of
Just
thing.
take 'em all out.
That would be the.
wafting.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, you can't really do a barrel roll or maybe
Yeah,
a loop.
it's-
No,
I
I
could
can
loop
do
into
barrel.
somebody.
No, I
You
could-
know, with
you could look at
it's
something.
very
Yeah, just slow
long.
though.
It's
It's just sort of a
Yeah.
slow roll.
Yeah. Well, this is a good year. It's the 17th annual. We've been doing this at least, 6 years?
5 or
7 years?
6.
Yeah.
I missed a year.
You missed a year. Mike missed a year.
Uh-huh.
But I think for us, it's been just as the Park Flyer Podcast. We've been almost 6 years now. So,
Yeah, okay.
So we're pretty excited. We are going to look forward to talking to Shannon Gallagher. He's the kind of the contest director for this.
He's the
place.
man.
He is the man. He's got a great staff. We've got some good vendors out here. Eric from 3D Aero Ventures, one of our sponsors, is
3D Aero
Ventures.
I can't wait till he's actually going to be on the show, and you guys got to do that with him.
Oh, we definitely will.
He actually told me that he loved it, so he's getting his stuff all set up. So
well,
we'll talk to him later.
Patent pending or whatever,
That's
copyrights,
true. Yeah,
whatever.
Copyrights, that's right. We got some good pilots coming out. I mean, for a Friday morning, it's actually pretty good. They, we really didn't know what to expect this year, so it was.
We didn't even know we were going to be here this year.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it was a little touch and go there for a while.
I think we were talking about it earlier with Shannon, but being with the whole COVID thing,
Yeah.
you don't know if the state's going to come out and have some
That's
wacky
true.
rule at the last minute, or everybody has to wear 5 masks on their head and wear mittens on their fingers. Who knows?
Yeah, yep, true.
But I liked what they did, the setup they have. When you come in and they, give a temperature check.
They do.
And
they
then,
have a COVID check.
they got sanitizing stations around,
they do
and
all that.
really, it's been a
They've
good
done a really good
experience.
job
Yeah.
and following all the protocols, and that's
Why do I have
the
to
best
give that
thing.
guy a sample?
I don't want to know about that.
I don't know. There was some guy standing over there in the parking lot and said, "Hey, you got to give a
COVID
sample,
sample?
something like that." That's
Then
what he told
jumped in
me.
his car and left.
Yeah, he said he had to have the sample
man.
checked, man. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
This
see the
is
same
family
guy.
friendly.
I thought he was.
show.
I thought he was a new guy working for Shannon as part of his
Supposed
staff.
to be a family-friendly show.
It was up until Jay just kind of
went up sideways there.
That's funny. Well, we got some good airplanes out on the line. We got some pilots out flying. Exercising their right to fly.
Exercising there, right? That's America.
Well, it is America.
That's America.
It is America.
I can fly what I want, where
What
I want,
how I want.
That
as
is
many
true.
battery cells. I can fly a 6 cell. I can fly a 2.5 cell. I can fly swollen batteries if I want
right.
to fly with swollen
I
batteries.
could
Solar
fly a solar
batteries,
plane
dude.
if it would work.
That's right.
That's true. That's
8
very true.
cell.
Well, we all registered. We got a good pilot raffle going on. We'll talk to Shannon about that. We've got some foam airplanes and some jets out here, and we got all kinds of stuff that we've been walking the flight line. And I'll tell you what, we can take a break, head on out, and we'll grab Shannon and bring him back on if we can find him.
Okay.
He's a busy man.
I know he's a busy man. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Park Flyer Podcast. We have Shannon Gallagher, the contest director.
Shannon Gallagher.
I know, right? I thought we had one of those, didn't we?
There you go. That's right.
So yeah, we had one of those that we could use. and I
Boots
can't
Randolph.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I was going to say, what would your theme music be?
remember.
The Benny Hill theme. That's the one I
Benny
know.
Hill
That's
theme.
the one I know it as. Anyway.
Well, Shannon, welcome to the podcast once again. We always love to have you on
Thank
our
you.
show.
Glad to be here.
And we are excited. We are here at the 17th Annual Arizona Electric Festival. And for a Friday morning, we got quite the turnout.
Yeah, I am really happy. We got about 30-some pilots already on site, so that's a good start for any Friday. Other than
Oh, yeah.
What event we have here, that's good. We've got, I almost want to call it the Arizona Electric Foam Festival.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
I have all my planes are foam too. So, but no, there's a lot of beautiful planes that aren't foam here too. But
Yeah.
there's just so many of them. We got quite a few in the sky right now.
We do.
Maybe we could have like a sub festival. We just call it the AEF, but then for the Park Flyer podcast people, we could
Yeah.
call it the Foam Festival.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That foam
Sort of a
festival.
sub.
Split it in half.
Yeah, no, not split it, but just like be part of it. Like it's a subgroup,
Subculture?
Yeah.
Thing?
Culture.
Yeah.
Survivor,
That's it.
tribe,
a tribe, exactly.
the
A little
foam
tribe.
tribe.
The Foam tribe. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Well, now that we have the Depron King,
That's right.
Depron's,
Right, there we go.
Depron's
Depron.
back, baby.
Yeah.
It's
it
back.
is.
It's back in a big way.
That's
That's
right.
New and improved. So, well, it's we're excited. We were just talking earlier about the COVID protocols. You guys have kind of put a lot of that into play, and I know it's kind of descended upon us, but you guys did a good job.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we had to put a lot of our heads together. The biggest head was Tony Milage,
Okay.
our maintenance guy, who's done this for a couple of businesses actually. So he knew what was required by the county, and we had to put it on paper and then actually make it happen.
Yeah.
So we got all the stuff set up, and the booth's going. Everyone's complying. That's all I can ask for is just play by the rules, and
Yeah.
we'll be good. Yeah, I'm expecting a smaller turnout.
Okay.
Just as some people just don't feel like they want to wear a mask or whatever, and that's totally their choice. But I got to do what I got to do for my club.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's all about the club, taking care of what so we still have events.
Speaking of club, you won re-election, right?
Yeah, it was a landslide, but I still asked for a recount.
That's right. Are you sure? It was unanimous.
It was that midnight dump of.
Are you guys serious?
That's right.
Yeah. So,
The funny part was I didn't even put my name.
My name wasn't even on
I didn't even know I was running.
That's right.
wait a second. Why am I here again? But I love it. I love this club. Been a part of it for
it's a great club.
many years, and I hope I'm doing a good job. I think I'm doing a good job, and no one's. I figure if someone had challenged me,
then you're not doing a good job.
Yeah.
The Mortal Kombat.
10 paces and draw.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this stage, it's sort of an RC combat, isn't
Aaron
it?
Bird just joined the club, so I better be careful.
There you go. Yeah. Well, it's like anything else. If no news is good news, right? So if you're doing a good job and everybody's happy with what you're doing, you're not going to have anybody complaining that what you're doing is not good enough. And honestly, as many years as we've been participating with this, and the many years that you've been doing it, it's always been top notch.
Well, thank you. I appreciate.
I have to say that it's always a pleasure to come out and watch. And I know we were talking earlier about you. Jay said that he's getting more and more relaxed, and we were talking about him.
He gets lower in the chair, don't you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he had great posture before, and now I'm like, wow, it's almost like a hammock.
Yeah.
Next
So
year, I'm
he's
going to have the Game of Thrones throne.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought maybe like a full-on swing chair. It sort of it hangs from the top and you just sort of kind of hang out.
I thought this was a family-friendly show.
Oh,
that kind of swing chair.
Wow, dude!
wow.
Like, where'd that come from?
Talk about me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never mind.
Well, your wife's in Vegas. This is what
She
happens.
is in Vegas. Maybe I got Vegas on
You
the
sent
brain.
your
Yeah.
wife to Vegas?
Well, she decided to go to Vegas when the guy showed up.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
once again,
I don't take it personally.
no.
I
she
think
needs
it's
some
the
time
horror
away.
of all the glue we left in her kitchen.
Oh,
Or all the hormones in one place.
That's
right?
true,
The male
too.
hormones.
Male
I mean,
hormones.
yeah, how's she going to do with that?
well,
Closing down the
I
deck.
told her I was having a slumber party, and she was bailing. So
Out the door. I'm gone.
out the door. Well, we got some exciting stuff. A noon demo tomorrow, right?
Yeah, noon show is shaping up. We're going to do it a little differently. We don't have quite as many vendor demos, so
Sure.
we're going to do a 3D gaggle,
Okay.
which we haven't done before. We're doing our traditional jet gaggle, World War II piston powered gaggle. We're doing an EF1 demo race, and actually I've got like 5 or 6 guys. for that.
Wow.
Really?
It's gonna be like almost gonna make it a legit one where it counts.
Almost a legit-
Can you make it like an actual contest they could get credit for?
I'm almost thinking about it. We
Yeah.
almost got
Okay.
all the guys coming out for it. So, and I don't know, you guys.
Well, because last year we only had like 2, right?
Yeah, I think we had 2.
You have to have 3 to have a contest.
No,
You can do it with 2?
You can do it 2.
Oh, well, okay.
Last one, first one across the finish line wins.
Arizona rules.
Better than prison.
No, maybe it is 3. I think but
I think you have to have a first, second, and third
yeah,
at least. Yeah.
But we're gonna have a nice little demo for that this year.
That'll be exciting.
I almost wish we had time to put our things up, our pylons. I mean, you can see our pylons
Yeah,
out there.
pylons laying around.
And but because so our pylon goes up, and that thing's like total like rock solid steel welded
Right,
and everything.
right, right.
It's like car.
Hey,
chassis.
well, you know what? I'll talk to the night staff, and they might be
there you
able.
go.
They might be able to put it up for you.
The night staff.
Night staff
What are you
/
talking about?
security.
You're
Yeah,
looking.
night slash
You're
security.
looking at the night staff. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Jay, we'll support you from the flight line.
That's right.
For sure.
Well, I know. Well, I didn't know we got all these great duties. We've moved up from just being
we did move up.
Flunkies.
Flunky. Yeah, we were flunkies.
Radio
now,
flunkies.
now I'm part of security.
No, you moved up.
It's
That's
like
right.
Night court too, so you'll
Night court.
try him and execute him at the same time.
You know, I've
That's
been
right.
watching Judge Judy. I think I could do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So when you put those up, is there another pole on top?
Yes,
of
there is. There's another
Okay.
pole within like a metal can.
Oh, okay.
And we actually have spare cans because they have been
Knocked off before?
knocked off pretty hard. Yeah, so. But we do that once a month. The
Okay.
EF1 races, we have quite a few guys that do that. Actually, I bought one. I got a whole EF1 set up, and my maiden flight with it, I took off, and my prop came off.
Oh no!
Like the whole prop hub just flew off, and I pancaked it, and I just like, okay, I'll get to it one of these days.
Yeah.
Aw.
So I was all ready to go.
So it's still sitting out there in the desert?
No,
or-
no, I
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'll fix that for you.
Oh.
Jay, come back.
Coyotes have picked at it, I'm sure by now.
Dude, Jay's headed out there.
Yeah, he's already out there.
But,
There's parts out here.
He wants to fight the coyotes for it. So
But so I was putting it together, and I found all these other little cracks and things, and I was like, I got to tear the whole thing apart and redo it. But
there you go.
oh well.
Well,
One of these.
it'd
days.
still be exciting when you get together. You'll have to
Yeah.
let us know. That'd be kind of fun to
So
come out and
we'll,
watch.
Well, we do that, and then I'm sure we'll have a couple of. I think Critical RC is going to do a little demo, and even House of Also might do one for Flex. Got a lot of the Flex guys out
cool.
here, so we'll do that. But I think it's going to be a pilot's, and that's what I like about doing the noon show here is that anyone who's got, we try to get the most common kind of categories can come out and fly, and we don't, we've never had really like any mishaps or anything,
Sure.
except for combat when we expect.
yeah, we
Expect
That's-
mishaps
that's-
and never have any mishaps.
Well, that's called mayhem, I think,
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
that's true.
combat. That was
But
fun.
I think we got a few guys that are got some tricks up their sleeve for this year. So we'll,
Mike said he might enter his night walrus in the
That we're kind of putting back together.
there you
well,
go.
because he forgot the elevator again
Yeah.
this year, and so they're having to manufacture one. And
Yeah.
Jay's over here with a saw and a pink foam, and
Yep.
I don't know what he's doing back there.
I'm
but he's creating
whittling.
a mess.
I'm whittling. I'm just
We're almost
doing,
there.
See
doing a
that.
little whittling.
By the time the weekend's over, he might have something for him.
No, it's going to be done. It's going to be done by this afternoon.
We'll have it.
Oh,
have it
that's
going.
what he said.
I don't know if it's going to fly. No, it's
Yeah.
going
it
to
would fly once.
Yeah, once.
It's going to fly.
Hey, as long as
So
it flies, all
That's
that matters.
it.
so that's why we're thinking about putting it in the combat. So
Well, let's see. We've kind of walked the flight line. Any big? Actually, Big Mike is here again
Big
this
Mike
year.
Calloway
'cause-
bringing out his Cessna,
Yeah.
the Smuggler's Edition
Yeah,
I like it.
And
transport.
he's
for
done
hire.
he's done a lot of new renovations on it. so
Yes, he's got all kinds of fun stuff on there, and looking
Some
forward to
shark
seeing-
meat in the back window.
that's it.
Yeah.
Shark meat. He told me he had 2 boxes of human tissue, but he didn't get them in time to bring them.
Oh,
I guess they're smuggling
I'm sure
human
there's a
hearts and
hospital
lungs.
close by.
now.
We'll probably find something.
so I think he's going to sweep the scale.
I think
division this
so.
year.
well, I don't know.
So far, I know.
I think Barrett's bringing his 14-foot.
That's true.
Is that
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
than? Isn't that bigger than?
I think
Callaway's?
so. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, we got awards. We got awards this year. just
Oh,
like
very
usual.
nice.
And,
I brought a trophy for the best podcast, so you can give it to us.
the best
The best podcast.
That's us.
You don't have to be biased. Either.
That's right.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, maybe not that, but okay.
okay. Well, be nice. So you got awards for the
best jet, best
Okay.
prop, best scale flight,
Okay.
and then the contest director's choice, kind of the creme de la creme.
Oh, there you go.
This is where you can give him money.
Well,
yeah.
So no, we created the contest directors award because when we had a lot more sponsor support and like factory pilots and things, we wanted to make sure that the pilots that weren't part of that kind of sponsored factory group, got awards like the main ones, and then the CD choice was more or less kind of whatever I wanted. Period of didn't matter if it was a sponsor vendor or whatever. Just
sure.
thing. So don't really have to worry about that this year, but still, that's kind of like whatever plane just catches my eye and drags me across. the
Now I
runway.
figured it out. This is why he wants to be president.
Yeah.
So
there
he
you
can
go.
just
You
pick whatever plane
pick
he
and
wants.
choose. That's
Right?
good, though.
But
I mean,
but
What other reason could you do
One
this
to
for?
rule them all.
yeah, that's it.
One plane to rule them all.
There's one plane that will conquer all
That's
in a
funny.
world.
That's it. Good thing Jay has a face for radio.
Yeah. That's
right.
Okay, so we've got a lot of good airplanes. We've got all the awards, and the award ceremony is Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll do that about 3:30 on Saturday. We'll do it after the pilots raffle. So
Ooh, and what do we have for the raffle?
That's right, the
Oh,
raffle.
geez, we got a beautiful airplane that came from some guys, some Park Flyer podcast guys.
That's true. We
Ready
did.
to fly.
What?
We donated a plane
Yes,
this year.
you did.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate that. We've got I got a Spitfire from Banana Hobbies.
That's nice.
It's an
Nice.
ARF. All the servos and motor and speed control all in there.
Wow.
I've got a Tory hand launch glider.
That's
a
cool.
Fun little thing. I've got actually I have a vintage flying styro F-16 new in the box.
Oh, no kidding.
And it's funny, we get all kinds of stuff that people are like, oh yeah, here's use this for the raffle, and I forgot I even had that one for a while, and I went open the box, I'm like, this thing's like pristine.
Yeah.
And they're collectible. I mean, that's
Right.
Sure.
They're hard to get now.
So I don't really want that one because if I crash it, that would.
Well, it'll be they explode
tremendously
They
well.
go poof, and the little bits of foam.
Yeah.
Or we just need to have good video. One of the two.
Or you just build it and put it in the glass case.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. Actually, honestly, we had another airplane. It was a GWS A4. And I grabbed it and I brought it. And I'm like, hey, I'm just going to give this to Shannon to give away too. And it's one of those, same kind of thing. And he goes, you better open that box because I'm not really sure if that's your A4 or if that's the new A4. So I opened it up, and sure enough, it was the one that I had put together. I was like, well, I guess I could give that away. It's already painted and has everything with it. And Jay's like, yeah, I think that's yours. So anyway, maybe next year we'll figure it out how I can dig it out and bring it.
Yeah, but and I got another plane that has been passed around. It was it's a free wing or flight line F-105 64 millimeter, brand new in the box, but no one even touched it yet.
So the winner of this is required to build it at
That's
this
right.
point.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to have them sign a
waiver.
So
You're
it's
not
kinda
going to build
you must
this.
build this,
So
right.
it's the equivalent of
Build
like
it or sell it, so that it doesn't come back.
So it's kind of like one of those fruitcakes.
Yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
time
Yes.
fruitcakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Just-
pretty much.
But
what
it's not a
been.
fruitcake plane.
No, it's a beautiful plane.
Exactly. So it's not really a fruitcake in that sense because fruitcake nobody eats that.
Nobody
But this
eats
is a plane that I think is worth flying.
Yeah,
To me.
If I had one, I'd fly it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
who knows?
Maybe Shannon will win it
I
this year.
got
I'd
a
fly it
bunch
one
of-
time myself.
I got a bunch of power supplies from Rick Disler.
Good
Yep.
deal.
Those
Thanks,
are
Rick.
Excellent. Those are
We got,
always excellent.
Yeah.
Critical RC. We got an R8.
All right.
Little
Yep.
and a
Yep.
bunch of stuff from them. So we got.
That's mine.
I've got a bunch of
That's
IST, the little Q6
That's mine.
nano chargers, which are
Yep.
you know
Those are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
I have one of those.
I have one of those
Actually,
too.
I have the 8, but
they're all good. I got one of those in my little
there you
box
go.
too.
They're great to carry around with
So
you.
yeah, so I went out and got a variety of prizes. I had I have a budget. I kind of slimmed it down, but I think I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And then House of Balsa Zap provided me tons of stuff. So
Yeah, I got
They
some
take-
more glue.
they take care of us.
I like
I
Paul.
always
I
have
like
glue.
it.
I mean,
That's.
I use
usually
glue.
use another brand, but because I've been coming here,
Yep.
I have actually converted over to Zap.
Yeah.
I use Zap glue now for everything.
Yep.
And it works really well. So yeah, big shout out to House of Balsa because they had to make a critical decision this year.
yeah. There was another event the same weekend, Coachella Jet Rally, more
Mm-hmm.
geared towards the turbine guys, and just we've been trying to negotiate, between a lot of other clubs, make sure we don't have events the same weekend.
Sure.
But it just
You
is
just can't
hard.
avoid it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just we've kind of stuck the second weekend of February the last few years, and it just whatever clock
Happens.
calendar, yeah.
Yeah,
It
sure.
just this one
Sure.
just happened to be the same as that one, so we're just kind of stuck here. But I'm happy. We got a lot of the regular guys. We got some new guys
That's
that
right.
showed up. which I
Yay!
always love to see
Yay,
that.
new guys.
New blood, and I'm sure we'll see some more new blood tomorrow. And I'm really excited. And sad that's my last year was Pat Gagnon, my
Yeah, that is
assistant
sad.
CD. He's moving on to Florida, but he's going to come out and be part of the event. He's going to come out and fly out and be part of the event no matter what.
You know
Just
what? I'm not
be
going to be
nice.
sad about that, and here's why.
Why is that?
Because it's another new place to fly.
That's right.
There you
I mean, come join, be part of the group, and then move somewhere else. Go to Hawaii.
Start-
We'll visit you.
Yes.
'Cause how
how come he's moving to Florida, not Hawaii? Right?
well,
That'd be
I
great.
mean, Florida's
Costa
a good
Rica.
spot.
Yeah.
Florida's a good spot.
Although I don't know how excited he'd be when we show up on his doorstep and say, "We're here to fly your airplane."
Well, yeah, but I have no problem showing up at his
I think he'll
doorstep.
be
I mean,
fine.
really,
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
just show up.
He's
So
going to have a fishing boat, so we can go.
Exactly.
there you go.
Bonus.
Fishing.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
we go. There we
We're
go.
planning our trip already.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's
Poor
up there-
Pat.
He's, gonna be
Poor-
up in, he's up in there, Panhandle, Tallahassee.
Make sure we
so.
get a picture with him so he knows who we are.
That's
when
right. We
show
show
up.
up. Remember me? Remember when you
Put
said
this on your fridge.
That's
Yeah.
right. Put this on your fridge because when we
We'll
show
show
up,
up,
at
we
your
want you to be
house,
able to
we want you
remember.
Hey, don't you
Go
guys
look
look
on the
like guys
fridge.
on the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
get this really
hilarious.
nice security system installed. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
warning.
You know what?
Like-
I want him to come out and meet me, so that's fine.
As you're standing on
As
his
I
wall.
said, yeah.
So I brought your alligator back.
As long as he puts the 50 cals,
Yeah,
away.
no doubt. I know. Well, let's see. We've been talking about the noon demo.
I heard something about your flight, your landing.
Oh, that's right.
So we're going to be resurfacing, filling the cracks on our runway because we had some big cracks out there, and we're going to put
crack kills.
Ceiling on it.
Crack kills.
Come on, it kills airplanes, doesn't it?
I know.
Come on now.
We had to go there.
Say,
It's only once a year I got to put up with this.
Say, kids, stay away from crack.
It's family.
I love it.
Friendly
I look forward to this every year. You guys have no idea. So
That's
but
funny.
we're getting that done, and then we're getting the infield also resealed. Even though we had just redone it a few years ago, but we're going to get all this done.
The infield's the area like in front of the tables, but behind the.
Yeah, like the covered Ramada area and the everything up to the runway.
Everything is asphalt.
Yeah, everything's asphalt, but it's just we've always kind of done the runway and the infield pit ramp flying area separately. We had one of our club members that passed away, George Kalasa, left us some money, which basically covers the cost of doing all of these things.
Wow.
We have a runway fund because we eventually have to redo the runway completely.
Yeah.
So luckily we don't have to touch.
That's
that.
good.
And
And that ain't cheap. We just did ours, and that ain't cheap.
Yeah. So we got quotes from the guys when they came out here, and say, we're not quite there.
Right.
But this will give us 5 years, and then also that corresponds with our lease with the county, so that we're pretty sure we'll be here.
Right.
We have a really good relationship with Maricopa County, but that at least gives us that time to keep saving up to eventually redo the runway completely, and we'll tie it up with our lease extension.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. I mentioned before Tony Milage is our maintenance guy that kind of took over a couple years ago doing maintenance, and he's just been phenomenal. Created a whole plan as to what all we need to get done, and at this point we're almost done.
Right.
That's cool.
And,
That is cool.
And we kind of agreed after this we're going to take a little break spending money because we spent a lot of money the last few years,
Right.
and the whole thing with COVID didn't help last year.
Sure.
But, I think we're in good shape. But right now, just having this event, getting back in the swing of things. We've got another event coming up in March, Wings Over Arizona. It's a giant scale event. And then we have a jet day, kind of an EDF jet day here in first weekend of May. That's a real low key event, but
Sure.
it's a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to keeping it real, keeping it all going, and I'm excited. So
Well, we are excited too. Mention your staff. Maybe give them a shout out.
Again, Pat Gagnon,
Matt Ventura.
Matt Ventura is my registration guy.
Yeah.
And Gary Bailey does all the kind of audio videos, or not video, but audio stuff we've got going on here. And
Maybe we need him to help us. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's right. Our
Yeah, we
audio
probably
videos are going out there. It's not going very well, but I screwed it up earlier. But we're excited. We've got some pilots out flying. We've got some good airplanes on the line. Nothing out of the ordinary at the moment, but we're looking forward to something.
I think tomorrow we'll see a quite
I
a
think
bit
so,
more.
too.
And don't you even I see this Pawnee over there. Don't you even have a raffle?
That's it.
around
Yeah,
the
so
raffle?
the Piper Pawnee raffle, that's going to be tomorrow. Tickets are $10, and we've got a few more tickets to sell for that. We're giving it away here on right before the noon show. And,
perfect.
Excellent.
Ready to fly.
It's been tested.
It's been tested. It's got a
It's been repaired
in it, but
and it's Shannon Gallagher approved.
That's it.
I did a lot of work to it.
So what you might not realize is that there are people that aren't here that still want to be part of your raffle.
That's it.
So
that'd be nice.
So your AEF thing is going, it's going on even outside
Nationwide.
this space.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, right?
Well, we were going to do like an online
Raffle.
That's
not a bad idea.
But apparently, in the state of Arizona, if you do an online raffle, it's considered gambling.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
There's a whole
A whole thing about that.
Yeah, so
All right.
we backed off on that because we probably could have pulled it off, but there was all kinds of stuff we had, and I did like, okay,
Maybe next time.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
I can talk to my cousin.
Vinny. Vinny Two Toes?
No, Vinny's more. He does more
security,
things, but,
okay. Enforcement.
Nick the Nose.
Vic the Nose.
He's more the one if you want to find out about the gambling
Vic
thing.
the Nose.
He can help you guys out.
That's awesome.
Well, we are going to get out there and fly. It looks like you got a line of people waiting to talk to you,
That's
so
what happens
we're
when
going to
you're in
let
charge.
That's what happens.
I know.
Yeah.
That's when you're in charge.
We appreciate you joining
You know
us,
what,
and we're
Mike?
looking forward to talking
Next
to you.
year when we make shirts, I think we need one with a bullseye. We'll give that to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Target.
Yeah,
They'll
there
put the
we go.
bullseye
On
on.
him. So, well, we're going to go out and have a great
All right,
festival,
me
and I
too.
guess we'll bring you back on the show at the end and
Sounds
do a
good.
wrap up. So,
Alrighty.
Shannon, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you soon.
There, guys.
All right, bye.
Well, we're back at the Park Fire Podcast. It's Friday afternoon. The wind has kind of picked up. People are starting to get a little nervous out there flying, but we've seen some good flights.
All the big jets are coming out now.
Bigger airplanes are coming out. That's correct. Actually, it's been pretty much right down the runway, but we were able to see the big Cessna fly.
Yay!
So Big Mike Calloway has joined us on the Park Fire Podcast today. Mike.
Big
Mike.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
So we understand. Actually, I've seen it now with my own eyes. But you were on Facebook before this event. I know that one of our last podcasts we talked about with Shannon that you had done a few modifications to your big Cessna. So first of all, it's the Smuggler's Blues, right? You got your advertising.
It's
you
sort
can
of a red,
transport
though.
Everything. Yeah, it is red, but it's a bluish red.
You call that salmon?
I call it a
Salmon.
color at this point.
So take us through what you did.
Okay, so I decided from scratch to redo the instrument panel. It was actually a stock. It's just some panels,
Dials.
some
Yeah,
dials,
some dials.
no big deal. or
Uh-huh.
anything. So as I was building, I decided to light it up. So some of the instrument panels are in there, green, red. There was a flashing red, but someone, not mentioning, told
we
me,
don't know who that was.
well, yeah, blinking red is not good in a plane.
Really? I too bad we don't haven't know anybody who flies planes that would know why that's bad.
Right. So the way I fly, it should always blink
blinking
red.
red. Right.
No, it worked for me, but I did.
Maybe I jumped the gun there a little
Yeah,
bit.
maybe you did. Yeah, you're a dream crusher, Mike.
I
That's
am
what
a
you
dream
are.
I
You learned
did
that from
change
me,
it
though.
out to solid, and it's not as so bright as it was
Okay.
before. I 3D the seats, and I put I guess you call it pleather.
Okay.
Fine leather, a fine cloth.
It's Italian pleather.
Naga hide.
Italian leather.
Italian Naga hide. Yeah.
I did that on the seats, the sidewalls, and the ceiling. I started to go with carpet on the floor, but the pleather seems to be working.
Yeah.
So I went completely with that, with the green and black and white inside. So I try to match everything up. Then I added some more props. I'm known in California as obsessive for props. I have a prop issue.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah. He's not talking about the prop that flies the plane.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Now it sounds painful.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're glad they let you out of California.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't think they were. I thought they were going to stop you at the border.
Excuse me, sir. Why do you have that trailer? Where are you going?
That's right.
I'm afraid if they go in that trailer,
Yeah.
is that a miniature person in the back? But I do have what it takes to smuggle anything over the.
Smuggle.
Yeah, that's a new word in California.
Smuggle.
I have
Transport.
I have Amazon boxes that's full of cash. I have the post office full of cash. In case across other country they need toilet paper, I'm
Yeah.
smuggling that too.
Yeah,
So,
smuggling toilet paper.
and the soft kind too.
The soft
soft
kind.
Yeah, so I have
So not brawny paper towel.
no, not the rough kind.
Wow. I see what you're doing. You're trying to pass off the brawny for toilet paper, and it ain't working. You just took a roll of brawny and cut it in three
sections. Yeah,
There you go, buddy.
Triple
I don't think so.
I have a organ donor box that I couldn't get the parts, the body parts.
Oh,
To substitute that, I have a body in the back window.
shark meat.
Shark bait.
Actually short meat, but bait would work too.
Shark meat.
Yes, and I figure you always need a touch. So he's smuggling diamonds too.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yes,
Just in case he gets caught, he can get out.
Right, and so, but he's saving some for himself. He put a lot of diamonds in his hat.
Okay.
So yeah, and his baseball hat.
I
So
did
just
see
put
that.
It on and-
I did see that.
yeah. And so we talked about it, and that's what we agreed on, and so on. So it's actually I can't wait till the night is, because on the lighting system, the whole cabin is lit up.
Okay.
And so on. I think it will look. At least it was awesome when I.
Just like most smugglers would do.
Yeah, most smugglers. Yeah, most smugglers want to be lit up so they can be seen at night.
That's right.
When they're flying, when they're smuggling.
They're smuggling, right? It's but yeah, it's all this is all because you guys are laughing. That's the only reason I'm doing it. It is so cool.
It is
that
cool.
y'all laugh about it and everything. I'm not worried about awards or anything.
You know, I was thinking
laugh.
too. You need the light in there because otherwise, his picture in the post office is going to be crappy.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be dimly lit, and he won't be. It will be grainy.
It'll be grainy for a night.
And this way
So-
you'll get a smile.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, he's got a good smile.
So here's the trivia question. I saw the avionics that you put in there.
Okay.
My question to you is what type of avionics are they?
More definition.
Well, they're flat panel. They're flat panel.
Yeah.
Right. They're avionics.
So they're not analog.
It's not analog. They're not dials.
That's
it's just
right.
a big screen, right?
Big digital.
It's digital. What you're looking at is a Garmin 1000. That's what that little square thing that you're looking at inside your airplane is a Garmin 1000.
Thank you.
There you go.
You just helped me.
I know. That's why I asked you because I figured you didn't know.
No, at all. I was like, oh, really?
So
okay.
you have okay. So this is the funny part. You have two Garmin 1000s that are illuminated. They're moving maps, and you have them in the panel. And both of those instrumentations in real life are worth more than the airplane.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So you probably just installed about $30,000 worth of avionics
he's
in your
smuggling,
airplane.
dude.
I know.
I mean,
that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's
Those
gotta
diamonds.
be a crap-ass plane on the outside.
Yeah,
It's spot on the
right.
inside.
It's true. So so I'm very impressed, man. That dude has upgraded his
His
not only
avionics.
one but two.
Just in case the other one goes out. You
Can't be too
and,
safe.
and it's a good guy because he flies from both seats, right? He flies from the right seat, left seat.
It doesn't
Garmin's
matter.
are fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, those
Well,
are
sciatica gets on him when he's on the left side, so he switches over.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
now it also has a cargo box that it can
That's
drop
right.
things too, right?
Yes, I made them from popsicle sticks, almost like the real thing. It's it's a tedious job. I mean, literally, it's a tedious.
Well,
job.
I was just going to ask you, how many hours do you have in building the inside of the cabin versus the whole plane?
Oh, quite the difference.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Are we talking about orders of magnitude different, I imagine.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We actually have a smoothie delivery while we're on air. It just doesn't get any
That's
better
nice.
than that.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
The instrument panels was 2 to 3 hours a day.
A day.
For I don't know, a couple of months.
Holy
And so,
crap.
mine is 5 days a week, at least 5 days a week, and just to get the particulars because it's a trial and error. I didn't know how to make it, but it was a trial. Looking at, let me do this and do that, and then having the lights coming out the side of the switches didn't work. I says, okay, I need to paint it black so it comes straight out.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So it's a little trial and error and
Yeah.
everything, and I was getting it. I was like, "Ooh, let me film this. Let me put this on Facebook."
Yeah, we've been
And-
following it.
Yeah, and just moving up. The 3D printed seats turned out really nice and so on.
Is that your printer, or did you have someone do that?
No, it was mine. I bought it and have something to play with. I thought it was really cool and so on.
Yeah.
Other than
Gee,
that,
another guy that bought something
Hey,
to play with.
No, look, man, 3D printers are for this hobby is perfect. If you need a seat, if you need a panel, if you need whatever, you can print it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
yeah, it's really really cool and everything. So, just you guys laugh about it, talk about it. I am cool. That makes my day.
Well,
And
I
so-
mean, we laugh because it is amazing work. I mean, honestly, if you look across, most people don't pay that much attention to detail, and the fact that you're able to take the time to do that, and everybody that we've talked to out here, I mean, is just super impressed with it.
Oh,
so
thank you. That's cool.
I would highly suspect that the best job and whatever the award is for the most scale airplane, you probably would win that. But I know you take great pride in your work and you do really really a good job.
Thank you.
I just have to say that I'm laughing on the outside, but crying on the inside. And
Yeah,
I'm
because
crying on
yours
the
isn't as good, is
because
it?
there's no way I could even get to that level. It's
Yeah,
like I
shame
don't
on
I
you.
don't have that.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. Exactly.
It's
So-
fun. It's so much fun doing that, and then getting the reaction of people and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And the body in the back of the window. I started to do carpet. I said, no, let me try this plastic bag. Oh, I got some rope. Oh, this works really good. The shape of the body. And everything.
Yeah.
They will recognize it immediately and just add that little touch of
Shark meat.
Shark meat in marker. It's
That's why I loved about that.
It's in Sharpie pen. Shark meat, like they got like somebody
you got from the
stopped.
butcher.
It doesn't.
Like
Yeah,
from the butcher.
it looks like a body, and the guy writes shark meat. So the cop stops him. It's shark meat, sir.
Yeah.
Really? It kind of looks like a body to me. No, it's just
smells
shark
a lot
meat.
like it smells a lot like nasty body, dead body.
Yeah.
No,
it does smell like
it's shark
dead
meat.
body.
It's the way it
Yeah,
smells.
so. Well, Shannon said he was going to play like Smuggler's Blues while you're flying it. So
okay.
Yeah.
That's how good.
But,
I actually wanted to get a couple of jets, military jets,
yeah.
to follow me.
That's a great idea.
That's a good idea.
And then
Yeah.
have,
What time is it?
a
We
speech
should-
going on, a
we should-
sketch.
Yeah,
going
that's
on
right.
and everything.
We should
Maybe
knock that
we
out.
should do that.
Like soon.
We should do that for the new demo. That'd be kind of funny.
Sounds good. We can
Well,
set it up.
Yeah,
That's a
we
great
can,
idea.
Because the new demo is one of those times when everybody's kind of out there watching. It'd be awesome.
I'm sure
to
Shannon
see
will
that.
be fine with that.
Oh yeah, Shannon. would be
absolutely
awesome.
We can
fine
put
with
it on the
He won't
PA
care at
system.
all.
We can do the
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Shannon walked by and gave us a thumbs up, so that
Just-
must be good.
It works for me.
She's
I'm a
walking
good
by like,
actor.
"Hey, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but thumbs up."
Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Then it-
I'm a very good actor. All you do is follow my lead.
There you
Okay.
go. All
Very
right.
good.
There.
Very good. That's all right.
Okay, well, just
Awesome
stay out of the
idea.
weeds.
Right. It's out of the weeds.
Go down below the cactus because smugglers don't fly like really high. You got to be like right on the
You
deck.
know what? I will let you fly. See, when you start talking like that,
It
sounds good.
Yeah, I'll let
Yeah, it's funny.
I'll let you fly, and I'll talk it out. I'll
Yeah.
let you fly and everything.
Well, you have a new addition to your fleet over there too. That's red, white, and blue. It's I don't think. I think last time you maybe had what was it, a Scorpion or something, right? Because I think I flew it at night.
I can't remember. No, this is actually my first EDF.
No.
You had
the Scorpion one.
You had the airliner.
Oh, the airliner.
You had the
Yeah,
airliner, and
airliner.
you had before that you had the little Scorpion one. Or I think it was a Scorpion. It was a red and white one because when I was flying it, it was right at dusk, and I turned the light on, and you go, "Where'd it go?" And I said, "I don't know."
Okay.
And you're like,
I remember
"Seriously?"
that. I remember that.
because he like freaked out because the light made it disappear.
He's like, Mike, can you see it? It's like, no, I don't see
And
it.
so he goes,
Where is it?
Where'd it go? I said, I have no idea. And he's all like, oh my gosh, because I was flying. Anyway, it kind of freaked him out. It was funny to me, but
Maybe not to Mike.
maybe not to him.
Blood pressure a little bit. But other than that,
He walked away from us a little funny. I know.
Right. Yeah. But no, this is the new Freewing L, or not new, but it's the Freewing L39. It's new to you, right?
Yes,
so
it
you
is.
fly it.
It
And I actually watched you fly it earlier, and you do a really great job. And how do you like it compared to the airliner? It's a little different.
I think the L39 is easier for me, but
Sure.
the airliner is too funny. And so with the
funny?
turbine sound and
Oh.
and all
yeah.
that and
Yeah, that's
everything,
good.
it's
And the
pretty
cool paint job.
Yeah, the cool paint. The
Ethiopian.
cool paint
I think
Yeah,
Ethiopian
everybody
Airlines.
thinks it's an Ethiopian Airways.
Really?
Have you ever seen it? Because they're
We
their
looked
paint
at. I
job-
looked up planes. I looked up a bunch of different planes, and that's it.
That is
It
their-
almost
matches.
matches their coloring.
Yep.
If they're coloring, not the way it's colored, but the
Right,
coloring.
the coloring.
The color choices.
Coloring's like blue. It's got green and it's South African, right? It's
Yeah.
East
Okay.
African, so it's got the green and the red and all
I
that.
mean,
stuff
yours
in
is
it.
sort of randomly painted on the plane.
Yeah, but
But still, the color choices are really spot on for the
Right.
Well,
Ethiopian
the
Airlines.
random is more my eyes closed.
Okay.
Okay, that's the random part of it.
the light went out.
You
the
know,
light went out in
we're
my
more and
paint
more
booth.
alike every day, Mike. I realized that I was the only one that painted that way.
Mike has a big paint booth and the light went out. So
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, go for it. And so you ought to see the wall. It's a plane.
it's an outline, just a white outline of plane.
Yeah,
That's his really cool outline.
Yeah, my God.
But the
That's
L39, I love it. I practice.
It's a
on
beautiful
my,
plane, isn't it?
My takeoffs and landings and everything. Pretty much mastered it.
Good.
It's. I love it. I have to work on my speed now.
Yeah.
I'm still a little scared of the speed.
Yeah.
But that's all my planes are slow. So
Yeah,
this is something new and everything.
Do
And
you have a gyro in it?
yes, I do. It's the AS
ASX?
Super 3 or something.
It's an Eagle Tree or something, right?
Yeah, Eagle Tree, one of their.
That's
things.
nothing like what he said.
He was quoting the not model. I was telling you the name brand. Come
Thank
on,
you.
man.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Jeez, man. See what I have to deal with?
Hey, I'm
He's
with you.
hungry. He has-
Hey, our listeners want to know.
Okay.
That's true. They do.
Yeah.
All one of them. No.
Or two.
Or two. No.
My mom listens.
Yeah, my mom does too.
My mom listens.
At least our parents love us, right?
She has no idea what we're talking about.
Mine either. That's the hilarious part. She goes, "Oh, I listen to your podcast. Y'all were funny." I'm like, "Did any of that make sense to you?" She's like, "No, but it was funny." I'm not worried about it. And then what else did you bring? You brought the
Cirrus.
Cirrus.
It's still up and running.
Yep.
I do have 5 nose gears.
5 nose
yeah,
gears.
5. Yeah, because they went out of business, and
Oh.
I was not
they
a
did.
great flyer. And it's a bad design. It's a wire, pretty much,
One
for the
wire.
size
Yeah.
of that plane.
Yeah.
But my flying techniques are much better. I have not replaced that
Yeah.
wheel over a year now.
After I bought the 100 props for the fundraiser, I haven't needed another one.
That's right. That's usually the way it works. Trust me, I have a whole trailer full of that kind of stuff. I just learned that way on, I mean,
We're gonna
early
have to-
on, I just was like, hey, buy, 500 of the parts, and then you'll never need one.
I'm going to have to do that with my paramotor.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
That way it won't ruin any more props.
So, actually, I was around when you flew the Cirrus.
Yes.
That was a great takeoff.
Yes. Well, you taught me just before something else, and I retain stuff with, other pilots. I listen very carefully and see what I can do to match it and everything. I felt much comfortable and couldn't understand what was happening on takeoff till explained to me. And I appreciate it, Mike, that you actually go out of your way to. I ask a lot of questions. And I'm dumb till it sinks in.
I thought that was a candy, but
No. I'm dumb. You have to explain it once or twice again.
Yeah.
But once I get it, I'll lock it in, and that takeoff was pretty good, and the flight was better, and so on. And I'm less nervous
actually, the landing was impressive.
on the Cessna.
No, on the Cirrus.
You landed the Cirrus. The bad thing about it,
It was impressive.
It was what I heard.
I do say so
I just
myself.
happened to look in the wrong direction when it was landing.
Yeah, he's all excited because I'm walking him through the landing, so I'm talking while I'm coming around, and something happened down here, and he turned and looked the other way right as I touched down. And he's
Why
like,
didn't you go around, Mike?
No, because what he said was there was somebody on the runway at the end.
Yes, right.
And I was like, oh, it's no big deal because I was turning off already. And he turns around and he goes, oh, because I turned off right where we were standing. And the other guy was at the end of the runway.
Right.
He goes, I missed it.
I look around and it's rolling right next to me. Oh, what?
Yeah, I didn't even use, maybe about 25 feet.
But you heard it. You heard what he was doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was listening.
Well, I was talking.
Yeah,
I was just kind of talking him through what I was doing as I was coming
Talking
down.
yourself down.
No, not me. Guys, man, they are all over me today. I get no respect. So
Okay, Rodney.
well, we are happy to see you. Unfortunately, your partner in crime couldn't make it. You had some other,
it just seems off.
it does seem a little off because
'Cause-
we're used to seeing the two of you together, kind of like
Because I
you're
look
used
and I'm
to
like,
seeing the
oh,
three of
and
us.
I go like this because since I hang out with Mike
like
all the
Cheech
time,
and
I go to
Chong's.
turn because he's talking to you, and I go to turn to him,
Right.
so I can converse with him. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, what?
Where's
I'm all-
Harry?
Well,
Aw.
we wish Harry the best. We know he had some other conflicting appointments.
Yes, that's pretty much what it was.
But he was able to come down. He actually hung out with me at the Warbird event, I think, last year.
Oh,
last
that's right.
Summer or something
Yes,
like that.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I felt bad for him because he took both of his planes home and
Garbage bags?
Not really garbage bags, but just a few more pieces than they came with.
Oh.
So they're disassemblable.
They're fixable.
They're fixable.
But we miss him, and unfortunately, there's a lot of guys that didn't show this year because of COVID or because of some of the other events, and we do miss them as well. But it is a good event, and we're happy to see you here again, as always. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and it's always fun to watch you fly those big airplanes. So
Thank you, appreciate it.
and to watch your work is really impressive. So we
Well, and he's
enjoy
grown
that.
so much. Even
He really
every
has.
year you come
every
back.
year you get better and
Yeah.
better, and
I agree. I agree. Again, I listen. I really listen.
Yeah, you really
and,
do,
And try to train off of that and everything.
So I assume next
watch
year you're
the-
going to bring Big Blue back with you.
I'm
that'd be
thinking
nice.
about it, but I have an 826 that's still in the box,
Oh,
and an
okay.
810 that's still in the box.
Okay.
120 millimeters.
Yeah, we talked about the 810 already.
Yeah,
So
I might have to get the smaller one
yeah,
to work with that and build myself up.
Yeah,
from there and
sure.
everything.
I would.
I
You know
like
that-
that.
you know
I got to
that-
get the smaller one,
Yeah.
which is
which is
which
that
is
was
also
still
a big
80.
plane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
also
I like
big.
that. I got to get the smaller one.
But that jet
Oh.
you're flying is a really good jet to learn on. I mean, I've flown both Mike's A10 and that plane, and it.
There you go.
That's funny. Sorry.
And no, it's okay. And just flying that plane is the L-39 just gives. After you fly it a couple times, it's fairly fast, but it's just rock solid.
I agree.
And after flying it at that speed and dealing with the kinds of things you have to deal with, maybe learning a dairy turn or something to deal with the speed, then to flying the A-10, it almost seems slow. Like it's not, but it almost seems slow.
It is a little slower.
It's sluggish, sure.
It is more. Well, it's more draggy.
Yeah, draggy.
But like I was telling him, that the nose of the A-10 is really heavy because it's got that big cannon, and that's it was designed to point at the ground.
Right.
And it wasn't designed to go at the ground at a Mach 5, right? It's designed to come over slow and blow up tanks, and not just one per run. They can do several while they're just hanging there.
Uh-huh.
So the airplane, the model airplane 5 is very similar. I mean, it does have a fast mode to it, but it will slow down, and it's got that big Hershey bar wing. So, and the difference is that ours is foam, and the one you're going to build is the fiberglass one. It's a lot bigger.
That is correct. Yeah.
It's much bigger, and so there is a little risk involved there where we're flying around a piece of foam that can be replaced. Yours is a custom.
Yeah, custom
deal.
That's
so.
Fiberglass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is why he's going to get the smaller one, I assume.
Well, I suggested it the other day when we were chatting with it,
Right.
because I just told him, I said, well, the A-10 is not any different than any other jet, but it does fly, slightly different. Your motors are a little bit. It's more like the airliner, right?
Right.
Because it's got the motors a little bit further apart. And if you get the little, free wing one and you can master that one, then flying a bigger one is even better.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And I've actually been around guys. I actually know 2 guys that own. There's a company called Mebo, and they make 1/5 scale turbine versions.
Oh, wow.
And I've been around both the guys that fly that, and it's in a trailer. They have to bring the airplane, and it is massive. And to watch that thing fly and to watch the little one fly, the only difference is that the big one looks closer and the little one looks farther away. But they're the same, just because of the size, right? It looks like it's closer to the little. But
Right.
I've seen them both in the air at the same time, and they both do exactly the same thing. So
Okay.
I think it's a pretty easy transition. The L-39, I think, is a great trainer because I've taken guys. That was your first EDF too, right?
Yep.
So Mike had never flown it. I've had probably 5 guys fly my L-39 that have never ever flown an EDF ever before.
Okay.
And within the first, what was it? Maybe 1 or 2 flights we got you
Yeah,
where you're
2
taking
batteries.
off and landing.
Yeah,
2
2 batteries.
batteries. We had them taking off and landing, and everything was going
Wow.
great.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and so on. I was debating because price-wise and no parts to replace. So your suggestion is go with the smaller one. Okay, I can work with that.
It
still makes me
It still laugh because it is an 80 millimeter, and it is. Trust me, it's a 5.5 foot wingspan, so it's not too tiny, but it seems tiny compared to what you have.
This is Big
Yes.
Mike, man.
I know
what are
it
you
is
talking
Big
about?
Mike. So.
Yeah, that's,
But it's way bigger than your L-39. So if you'll fly the L-39 and they fly the A-10, you can see the size difference. So
Yeah,
I think you'll be happy with it.
okay.
No.
Well,
And it all comes assembled, ready to go. So you just have to snap it together and put some batteries in it and go.
Yeah, he's not
oh,
gonna
I didn't know that. Until
Yeah, there's
And
hardly
20
anything
easy
to do.
hours.
And what?
And 20 easy
hours.
20 easy. That's nothing for this guy.
Easy.
Man, I've got 5,000 hours put into this. Just the
TV screen.
TV
little
screen.
monitor.
So, well, as always, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast, and it's great
Thank
to
you
see you
again.
again. I always enjoy spending time with you,
Same.
and always learn something. I know that sounds weird, but I always learn something.
Well, I'm looking forward to the night flight. I
am
want to see.
too.
I want to see this
You're gonna
thing
stick
drop
around
the
for
whole
that?
pod of. You're going to drop a whole
Yes,
bunch of lights.
yes.
Right? Yeah.
I'd rather do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow
If we
night.
can
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Get them all retrieved back tonight. We can do it again tomorrow. I figure we'll do it tomorrow. Be more pilots here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
may be the case, and if the
Yeah.
wind holds up, normally the wind will die off when it
Yep.
starts getting dust.
Once it starts getting dust,
But if it's this windy, you may lose them in the desert out there.
Well,
so.
yeah, we're
You don't want to be out there chasing them around at dark.
No, ain't about we chasing.
Where's that we?
What do you mean we?
That means plural.
Well, we's over there somewhere. I saw him running around.
That's right.
There ain't no
Mr. Wee's over there.
there ain't no I in we.
No, not at all.
That was good, Mike. That was good.
Well, we appreciate you being with us again, and
Thank you.
we'll let you
Thank
get back
you.
out to the
We
flight
and we.
line. But man, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Same here. Thank you, guys. I
Yep,
appreciate it.
absolutely.
joining us.
All right,
Always.
we're back out to the flight line. We'll be right back. Well, we're back here at the Park Flyer Podcast, and we just finished up the night fly. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
had
have
a
a
good
whole
time.
lot of people here. It kind of got a little windy, but we struck out and took our fat walruses up. The night
Well,
walruses.
it actually it was calm during the first half of the evening, and it was a little warmer. And then all of a sudden, the wind picked up a little bit, blew in, and the temperature dropped about 10 degrees.
Now, I
15
didn't catch the guy's name. He was a pilot instructor or something, a real
Yeah,
pilot.
yeah, I don't know
I didn't
his
catch his name, but there was, we had, I think, 3 or 4 of us out there,
Yeah.
and Mike was doing the old turn off the
Stealth
stealth
mode.
limit. Yeah,
I think I
and
freaked those
he
two
was like,
guys out.
he was like, "Whoa, what happened?"
Yeah, I think we freaked a bunch of people out on doing. Yeah, I actually have a switch. I think we talked about that last year. We have a switch today, or this time. There weren't as many of us flying at night.
No.
I think last year we had,
Yeah,
probably
but that was on
25.
Saturday.
Yeah, but the real night flies
that's true,
tonight
real
is
flights, yeah,
to
yeah.
Saturday.
Remember, we're
So-
flying. It's
That's
Friday
true.
night. There's,
Yeah,
So-
you're right.
So
You're
actually,
right.
it was a large crowd for a Friday night. Because normally, there's nobody out on
Yeah,
Friday
that's
night.
true.
So
Yeah, that's true. Because last year I think it was
Right.
just us, right?
Yeah.
it was the 3 of us out there flying.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Because we did all the 3D stuff last year.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I remember. So, well, I'm looking forward for tomorrow. I think tomorrow's show we can talk a little bit about your airplane, your Night Walrus. Right?
Okay.
So we did a repair on that.
Uh-huh.
And, the night's kind of wrapping up, and we need to head back to our domicile so we can get kind of ready. But man, it was a good day.
It was.
It was.
Okay,
It was a
yeah.
nice day.
I had fun.
We had
It
a
was
lot of
relaxing.
we sold a couple of our airplanes, and that was good news.
Yep.
And we had a lot of lookers for the rest of the 4 that we have left.
What's that one? The Junker.
Yeah, the Junker.
The Junker.
Junker
JU-52.
JU52. Yep.
Yeah,
Everybody's looking at that
they
one.
are.
So,
It's a cool looking plane.
Yeah, it's a little tri-motor. It's a precision laser cut balsa plane, and it's already almost ready
Covered.
to fly. Yeah,
It's covered.
Covered in an Indonesian
Silk print or a print.
Well, it has the Olympics on it.
yeah, the Olympic, yeah. But that was an Indonesian paint job, I think. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, we've had a bunch of people that were interested in it, so we'll see if we can sell it tomorrow. We got more vendors coming in, and we'll try to grab a couple of those guys. And,
Well, finally, our vendor came in.
yeah, yep.
He came in last night,
Eric
and he
came
flew
in
with
last
us.
night. Yep, he did fly a little bit with us at the night fly, so we'll get him on the show as well.
Okay.
But
Well, the good news too is it's not so far for him to travel relative to what it could be.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, people like Super Tim and those guys,
Yeah,
when they come out here, they
yeah, that's true.
got a ways to go.
All right, well, let's head to bed, and we can talk to you guys in the morning. So,
Sounds good.
all right.
All right,
Well, from the Park Fire Podcast, I'm Michael.
I'm Jay from the hills of Texas.
and this is AK Mike in Texas.
All right, we'll see you in the morning.
Let's fly.
You have been listening to the Park Flyer Podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to your next visit. Please give our show a star rating and review, and feel free to email us your questions, topics, or suggestions to parkflyerpodcast@gmail.com.